congratulations to Utah State. I mean, they hung in there, and we certainly could have done some things better in timely fashion. I thought our team continued to fight and compete. Obviously, we made some change at quarterback, and I think that there's some real positive elements to that. I understand there's going to be questions following that. I'll be more than happy to answer any of those questions. Utah State was a really prolific offense. I don't think the scoreboard really indicates the effort that our defensive players did, and so we need to build off of that. We've got a short week getting ready for Colorado State, but I want to congratulate Utah State. They came in and beat us. So, questions?
I'm going
to go with Robert. He raised his hand first.
Craig, talk about the decision to play Sean, and then at the end, you got the ball late, but had Tyler in there. Did you just not feel like Sean was ready for that situation?
Right.
Could you address both those?
I'm not going to get into all the specifics, but I can tell you, we looked at the timing of the game, and Coach Vegan and I were communicating back and forth, and when the decision came, when we felt like we had stopped them on the 4th down and 1, and they ruled that it was a 1st down, I knew that the time was going to come to the point. And then when we got the holding call, we were backed up that amount of time with that amount of timeouts. Tyler had run 2-minute offense proficiently, against Wofford, and I understand this is a different defense in Wofford, but that was a decision to put our football team in the best chance to win. Yes.
But confidence-wise, did you feel like Tyler could lead you guys in that drive at the end?
Yeah, without question. Felt confident about Tyler. We got to recognize he's 20 years old, but he led us on a drive earlier in the year. He's operated the 2-minute offense well, and that was our decision. Yes, Robert.
Just your thoughts on Sean, just in his time, and maybe what you do moving forward. Does he start? Do you move forward with him now? How do you kind of?
We're certainly going to look at that. I learned a long time ago to make a decision like that right after a game, in a press conference. Usually it's pretty short-sighted, but I can tell you did a lot of good things. We're going to take a look at the tape. We got a short night. We'll be working and practicing tomorrow, getting ready for the Rams. Yes.
If you decide to go with him more, do you think he will pass more? Was it just getting him into more passing situations?
Those things, we certainly need to open up the playbook more. But we'll look at who's our quarterback next week. Yes.
How much of the offense are you comfortable with him running? How much does he know it at this point?
Well, anytime you have a true freshman, we have a complicated offense. Yeah. It's a pro-style offense, and so we'll look at those things. But we're going to decide who our quarterback is. Like I said, we're going to look at the tape. Heck, I'll probably watch the tape tonight, and we'll make some decisions as the week goes along. I think we've got 2 really competitive guys here. Yes, in the back.
Coach, I know the questions have been mainly about the quarterback.
Yeah.
Switching to the defense. After that 3rd play of the game, they ran a 56-yard touchdown. What did you feel about the way you guys bounced back to hold that for
that was a high-risk, high-reward defensive call, and kudos to them. They came off the table and had a big run. I was really pleased and proud of how our defense played. I mean, I thought the quarterback got out of rhythm. I thought our guys swarmed to the football. We got some takeaways. That's a prolific offense, so we were pleased with that, but we got to come up with another play here. Obviously, I think the play that really hurt was the kickoff return, and some things we got to work on with the coverage, and it was a poor kick. So yes, Rob.
You mentioned the special teams. The kickoff return hurt. Cooper
Yep.
had some kick the field goals well, but then you had some kickoff out of bounds. Was it a mixed bag, I guess, so to speak, special teams?
Yeah, I would say a mixed bag. Cooper's been great on field goals. I don't know if he's missed one this year, but the kick out of bounds, their kicker's a good kicker. He kicked one out of bounds, and then put the kick down the middle. That one hurt, but we got to cover that better. Yes.
Did you sense a different energy level, a different confidence from your team when you made the switch at quarterback?
Our players are going to support whoever we put out there. So, I'm going to let it sit at that.
You mentioned also the penalties. I mean, a lot of penalties, and again, a lot of times it's on some of your veteran guys, and no matter if it's on, I know you don't want to see them, but is that starting to get a little unnerving, a little bit seeing those type of mistakes?
I was particularly disappointed in the jumps off sides. Those are the things that really hurt us. Yep. Yes.
What's the challenge in turning around with a short week with a rival coming up?
Well, the challenge is you got about 118 guys in the locker room got their doubters low, and you've got a coaching staff that put everything they had into this, a couple tough weeks. And the challenge is getting those guys back, which we as coaches will do. And for us as coaches, get about back in our step. Colorado State and Wyoming have had a long tradition. It'll be your first time experiencing it. And but you know, we say we got a 24 hours. We're going to amend that to probably to 18, maybe to 12.
Is there any updates on injuries from this game, or do you have any word yet?
You know, we were a little bit concerned about Tyler Hall, but he was able to continue. So outside of that, there was nothing new that came to me. That doesn't mean something may pop up tomorrow, but I didn't see anything. Yes?
You were looking at a couple of 4th and short on the other side of the 50, decided to punt it. Kind of what was your thought process with that?
Well, one of the things was we were playing really good defense and we were having a hard time running the football. You know, when you say 4th and short, I can remember a 4th and 1. Some of the other ones were a little bit 4th and long 2s, and felt like that was a little bit outside. If we would have been struggling defensively, I probably would have looked at it differently, but I thought we were getting great push. I thought we had them off kilter, so that was my thoughts.